What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Shadowverse. So last time we did encounters with the machine kind and those who create, and in this video we'll be doing Trust and Faith, Memories and Steel, and Creation and Creator. Which I thought, I think at the end of the previous video I said that we did this, but we did not. So yeah, we'll be starting with Trust and Faith over here. Baphomet force reboots his machines and but not before reinforcing them, so that any attacks thrown at them are nullified. Upon seeing this new turn of events, Eleanor concludes that the robots can only be permanently disabled by defeating Baphomet. Dang, that kind of sucks. Alright, here we go. Gotta take on Baphomet first. But yeah, I didn't realize the previous video
Data
was...
received. Rebuilding systems. Time until reboot. 10, 9, 8.
Yeah, I didn't even realize in the previous video it was just 2 chapters only.
What now? Get back.
I mean, look at the
two,
Blade Rights and the Counter Solari just
one.
working together like this.
Reboot complete.
That's pretty
All
awesome.
systems.
You've got to be kidding.
Whoops.
Killing them once was hard enough. Impossible.
I hope no harm has befallen Nicola.
It's pretty cool to see the different factions here, like all just communicating and working together.
Have faith. He won't fall so easily.
3, 2, 1. Reboot complete. All systems operational.
But yeah,
Resuming termination.
it is interesting to see this clash of like settings where you got the medieval and magic versus the machines.
They're getting back up? But I thought we took care of them.
It's kind of like, you know, fantasy versus sci-fi.
Go! Get back to the Blade Rights. I'll hold them off. Now, it is my turn to have faith. Be safe, Eleanor.
I just realized their artworks are also like in a different style. Like the Escamali looks more realistic with the face, but then the Covenant Mage here looks more anime.
Data received. Rebuilding systems. Time until reboot. 10, 9.
Do my eyes deceive me?
3, 2, 1. Reboot complete. All systems operational. Resuming termination.
I'm afraid not. Our 3 sisters rise once again, even after self-destructing.
I
Dang.
don't think it's just these 3.
Like self-destructing, man, that means normally you would sacrifice the person that is exploding. But no, it's still there.
All the machines we destroyed.
But I thought they were broken.
Somebody's forcing a reboot. And there's only one person who can do that.
Well, if we beat them once, we can do it again.
Damage negligible. Initiating combat.
Nicola!
Effectiveness confirmed. Resuming termination protocol.
How is this possible? It's utterly unfazed by our attacks.
They all are. Not only have these machines come back from the dead, they're impervious to damage.
This isn't fair. Why would he do this?
Because that's the kind of man he is.
We need to cut the head off the snake. It's the only way.
Don't have to tell me twice. But first, Isabel.
Ready when you are.
Together we stand.
Here we go. The teamwork of the mages.
Magical barrier detected. Destroying barrier.
It'll hold long enough to plan our next move. Our enemy has somehow learned to nullify our attacks.
Which means, unless we defeat Baphomet first, we may as well be hitting them with sticks.
We mustn't forget the people either. If machines all over the city are coming back to life, they are in great danger.
Ugh. As if the Furies aren't enough of a headache.
What do? The only thing we can. As others have said, we need to strike directly at Baphomet. I can teleport one, and only one person to his location.
Ooh.
Time is of the essence if we're to finish this before the city is overrun.
I mean, I would love for it to be Nicola. The thing is, Nicola, I think as long as they know the location, like Nicola, we've seen him like jump around, right? Like he just jumps around. Maybe he can just get there fast on his own. So maybe someone else, like maybe Isabel, since she has experience against Baphomet, maybe. Like, you know, I like experience over power. But yeah, I don't know.
The Magus teleportation network? I thought you could only travel between fixed points.
I've learned a few new tricks in your absence, my friend. Name any spot in Asunia, and I can send you there in the blink of an eye. Though regrettably, I can only send one at a time, and unless that one person is myself, it is extremely taxing.
But yeah, I'm guessing it's gonna be Nicola.
We can't afford to wait around for me to recoup my mana for a second cast. Hence my plan. One of us will go, and that person will be Nicola.
Of course.
Me?
Yeah, you're probably like the most powerful one here, in my opinion.
I say this with good
But also-
reason, of course. First off, Isabel and I need to maintain this barrier, which will
Oh.
require both of us and her tree charm.
Okay, I see. But yeah, like, also with Nicola too, there'll be some great dialogue between him and Baphomet if he was made by him. Which I guess the upcoming battle would, might be a hint to that.
Cetus, meanwhile, has an army of officers and assassins to command. Without his forces, we'll soon find ourselves overrun. And as for Luna, she's fought the Furies once before, so she will prove an invaluable ally to us here.
You know what? I guess
Plus,
that makes
we
sense.
can hardly send a child off to fight Baphomet all by herself.
That's true. Like, I forgot. I guess Isabella and Luna, I don't remember them ever fighting Baphomet. I think Ewan did. Maybe Ewan and Urias? I kind of forgot.
Lastly, and most importantly, I feel by some force which logic and reason cannot name that it must be you, Nicola.
Yeah, I mean, Cetus might be good too. The thing is, I feel like story-wise, it makes more sense. Like, they're more connected. But Cetus, he's got the swords, right? I feel like that's what makes him like very powerful. But like, you know, for some reason during that previous, like, you know, a few chapters ago, like, it took him a while for him just to like, I guess, use the blades. Like, we had to stall him with Nicola. But Nicola can be like powerful all the time. And also, he needs to eat a rock, which he does have a crystal thing.
I've felt this before for him, and indeed for Cetus as well. Perhaps it is what binds us together. For lack of a better word, I've decided to call it trust. Well, any questions? Objections?
Sorry, but I disagree.
Oh,
Isunia needs Nicola.
really? Okay, let's hear your argument.
Not that I doubt his prowess in battle, but Baphomet is no ordinary foe. Should anything happen to Nicola,
Baphomet does terrible things. I wouldn't want those things to happen to Nicola.
I mean, the thing is, like, Nicola is probably the most powerful one here, and I think it also makes sense with the Furies here as well. But like, do we want to buy more time against the Furies? Or like, do we want Nicola here just to guarantee that the Furies will be, you know, maybe kept in place? Or I guess, wait, what are they arguing against? Are they arguing that maybe Nicola shouldn't go against Baphomet, and because, you know, he might help out more around the place rather than... Okay, maybe that's what they're arguing about.
Thanks, Isabel. Luna. But I'll go all the same. Actually, I was just getting ready to volunteer myself.
But he's cruel. Do you really want to fight him?
I mean, everyone I feel like everything that the people that we usually fight, like all the vessels, they've been cruel. It's nothing new.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Maybe Baphomet, you know, more crueler than usual.
Analysis complete. Core match found.
Yeah, I guess you can say maybe Baphomet would be the cruelest out of all of them. Because, Taketsumi is just all about like just having a good time, forgetting about the bad stuff. Which yeah, does make me excited for his story because I feel like out of all the backstories, he's probably the most curious one. Just because, you know, if he wants to forget his past, there's probably a really good reason why. Like they're hinting that his past might have been really horrible. So I feel like out of all the backstories that they're gonna go for here, his will be probably the most curious one since it's been like, you know, hinted at, and he just wants to forget it.
Target for capture identified. Test subject 256. Securing target.
Oh, that's probably why too, because you know, Nicola, because they said that to him, he's probably like special. He probably wants some answers about that test subject thing.
He's the one who made me.
Ooh.
I know better than anyone how he operates.
Okay, so he caught on. Okay.
He made you?
In a way, I died, and then he remade my body into a machine.
Hmm. Okay, so I guess that makes him very fitting for a Shadowcraft class character. I thought he was just a full-on robot already.
Never thought I'd see him again, but now that he's here,
He died and rebuilt
I
by
want to
him.
be the one to stop him.
Wow. So wait, does he really remember Baphomet? Everyone.
I understand this is very personal for you.
Okay, yeah.
But if he made you, that means he knows you better than anyone else too.
That is true, but maybe it's also the same the other way around. Nicola probably also knows him more than anyone else.
Better than I know myself, maybe. If we're talking about when he made me. But he doesn't know who I've become here, in Asunia. My new home. And I won't be going in without a plan either. I thought of something earlier. So, yeah. That's about it.
And we're not
might
going to
be a
hear
little
it.
rough, but it'll give me a chance.
Yeah, we'll probably just see it play out,
A slim chance.
like along the way.
I don't like it. It's too reckless.
Slim indeed. I may not be an expert, but I'd wager your chances are next to nil.
No doubt it will be a gamble, yes. But I choose to believe in Nicola. His resolve is firm.
That we can agree on.
I won't betray your trust. And I trust that you'll keep the townspeople safe while I'm gone.
The machines will have to get through us. But remember, Nicola, your safety is no less important.
You will survive, no matter what. You hear me?
Loud and clear. Now then, Isabel, if you would.
Right. If you insist on charging into near certain defeat, then I'll do the best I can to make sure you come back home in one piece.
Okay. Is this part of the plan?
Don't rely on it too much, though. The effect will wear off soon enough.
Got it. Thanks.
A temporary power?
Come back soon? Okay? I still have lots to tell you, so promise me that you'll...
I will. Don't worry. I'll be back to hear all about it.
Okay then. We'll be waiting for you. Good luck. This is it, Nicola. Off you go.
See you soon.
The future of Isunia is in your hands, Nicola. Now, we should do our part too. Let's move out.
Right. We'll move as planned. Cetus, lead your guild in the defense of the city.
We'll keep the Furies occupied. Now go.
On my honor, no citizen of Isunia will fall today.
Are you feeling up to this, Luna?
Of course. Nicola's out there fighting for us. So I'm going to fight too. Good. Now, let's begin.
Change in target behavior detected. Attack imminent.
Canceling destruction of barrier. Preparing to engage.
I'll make sure he has a home to come back to.
It is interesting that the main characters are now taking a backseat.
He should be somewhere around here.
Like I feel like now the characters from Asunia are now the new main characters.
There.
There he is.
It's funny how the past comes back to haunt you. Just like old times.
There we go.
Him trying to destroy everything and me trying to stop him.
Really? So he's done this before.
But history won't repeat itself. Not this time. I have a home now. And friends who care for me. And I won't let him take them away.
Ooh. His eyes are charged up, right? Yeah, pretty interesting. I wonder how he's gonna tackle this. Memories and Steel. As Nicola prepares to take on Baphomet, he recalls their shared homeland and history. Okay, I guess we got still more things to do before we take him on. It's gonna be a backstory of Nicola now, which is cool too. His backstory
I still
also
can't decide if it was a blessing or a curse.
mysterious and curious.
Unlike Isinia, mana was scarce in Iolan.
Iolon, there we
Always
go. Is this a new artwork of Iolon? I've never seen it like this before. Maybe this is before it was a bit more vibrant and stuff. Because, you know, when we went there, it was a bit more like dystopian.
That's what led the nobility to study machines. Needing only a little magical energy to operate, they were the perfect solution.
That's interesting. That's some cool, like, lore to Iolon. So mana was scarce, so they made machines. So that they can only just use little magic to make magic usable.
Into that kingdom was born a boy with unnaturally large mana reserves. An anomaly. A freak.
Oh, is that Nicola? Dang, I thought maybe he was the same thing as like with Mono and stuff. Like maybe just a forgotten experiment. That even like
goes
Mono.
here, and then I can put this here, and
Wow. Yeah, this is way in the past. I feel like possibly before Baphomet, maybe. Well, yeah, I guess maybe Baphomet might still be a boy during this time. I'm not sure.
there. All done. Looks just like the real tower. This might be my best one yet.
You again! Didn't I tell you this is our turf? Yeah, find somewhere else to play.
But I was here first.
What's this junk? Did you build this? I thought it was trash.
Dang. I wonder if during this time, like, they don't know about his power. Like, even Nicola too. So this might be where he kind of, like, explodes in mana.
This belongs in a dumpster.
That's where I discover,
And you with it.
like, his mana.
No! You think we want your junk lying around our hideout? That took me so long to make. Why do you have to be so mean? Why?
There we go, I knew it.
Whoa! He's gonna cause an avalanche!
Wait, was he the one who destroyed that giant machine at the factory? I thought that was just a rumor.
Oh, so he's done this before. Okay, maybe it's not new to Nicola. But, you know, still new to other people. Like the power. His overwhelming mana.
Wait up! Stop! I did it again.
A mutant. That's what I was. Not a single soul around me shared the same propensity for magic.
I mean, it sounds like the beginning of a of a superhero story, kind of like the X-Men.
And to make matters worse, I couldn't control it. My powers were controlled by my emotions, and sometimes, so was I. Everything around me broke. I had no friends. They all feared me, all except one.
Your dad?
There you are,
I
my
knew it.
boy.
Yeah, they talked about him. Dang. So yeah, his dad. I thought it might be a robot dad because, you know, yeah, when I saw the junkyard, I thought maybe it was during the whole thing where the surviving robots were living here during that one point in the story.
Dad!
Ah, so it happened again. That must have been rough. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
That's good. Come on, let's go home and get some food in you.
Dad, why am I like this? They all say I'm not human, that I'm a monster. I don't want to be a monster.
Nicola, am I human? Or am I a monster?
What? Of course you're human.
And you're my son, which makes you human too.
But...
You know what? Why don't I teach you a trick or two, so you can keep those powers of yours under control?
Has he gone through the same thing?
there's a way to do that?
If you're willing to learn. I was going to wait until your mana stabilized a bit more, but I think you've suffered long enough. Now, what I know is for dealing with magic swords, so I don't know how much it'll help you, but it's worth a try.
You have magic swords?
And even if it doesn't work, we'll find a way together.
Thanks, Dad.
Dad was captain of the Royal Guard, and years on the battlefield taught him how to control magic.
Wow. That's kind of like weird to hear, because we've never seen like human, like I guess security or forces, only robots.
I'd heard tales of how he repelled an invasion by a neighboring country jealous of Iolan's technology, but never from his mouth directly. The extent of his past deeds I'll never know, but clearly he had the experience to teach.
Listen carefully, Nicola. Do not keep your power all bottled up. The harder you try to suppress it, the harder it surges forth. It is no different from emotions. The stronger the emotion, the more difficult it is to keep contained, especially for a child. The key, then, is not to strain yourself by totally suppressing it, but to give your body what it wants. Allow yourself to feel.
To feel?
Yes, but only a little at first. Then, slowly, you let more and more energy out. A balance of release and control. That is what you must learn.
Release and control. I don't know if I understand.
Well, there's no rush. Plus, it's not as if I can do it perfectly either. Your magic seems to be special. So just take it slow. Try new things and see what works for you. You'll learn by doing.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
Turns out he was right about me being special. As I grew, so too did my mana reserves. The increments gradually shrank, but the growth didn't stop completely until I was considered an adult. Learning to control my magic was like chasing a moving target. It took longer than I had ever imagined. Even as my training continued, I began to serve in the Royal Guard under my father. Dad, your shift's over.
What did I say about calling me that?
Sorry, Captain. I've come to relieve you of your watch, sir.
Very good. You'd best get used to it. Can't have the others thinking I give my little boy special treatment.
Yeah, I noticed right now, because I noticed that he has those cracks in the skin. I'm guessing that's like the result of him being like rebuilt. I thought maybe it'll be happening after we meet Baphomet, maybe, because he's the one that rebuilt him, right? Unless, you know, they're about to talk about it now.
Yes, sir.
That special treatment.
That's it. Stay vigilant, soldier.
I have to get my act together, or it'll reflect poorly on Dad.
Nicola!
Working hard or hardly working?
Hey.
Hey, you hear about Baphomet? They say he found a way to mass produce those patrol drones. Guess we'll be out of a job soon.
Yep. Never seen you guys before.
You say it like you're joking. Good luck finding a cushy post like this again.
Hey, if machines are gonna do all our hard work for us, I'm all for it. You know, last I heard, under the previous director, the technology wasn't quite there yet. And now this. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, but this apple's already planted seeds and outgrown the tree.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you didn't know? The last director was Baphomet's mother. Passed away in a freak accident a few years back. She was an android developer.
A few years.
And her inventions became the model for the drones we've been seeing recently.
Okay. So a few years after that happened, that accident.
Huh.
Never liked that Baphomet much, if I'm being honest. Too much of a genius for a simpleton like me. But, well, they say his mother was no less of a mad scientist, if you catch my drift.
Scientists are all mad, one way or another. Best not to question them and just do as they say. That's from HQ. 150 here. Yeah, copy that. Be there as soon as we can.
Is Nicola gonna try to talk to Baphomet?
Another prisoner to escort. To the labs again.
Why is it always the labs anyway?
No idea. And frankly, I'm not sure I want to find
I
out.
just realized. Wait. Another prisoner to escort to the labs again. Why is it always the labs anyway? It's probably because they're experiments. And that Nicola's probably gonna be one of them at some point.
In you go. No use struggling now.
You know, I've actually never been here before.
Well, word of advice, don't go touching anything or snooping around where you're not wanted. Very particular people, these scientists. Move one pen and they'll throw a fit.
Got it.
Director, we've brought the prisoner.
What if, like, they accidentally got Nicola? Like,
Identity confirmed.
ooh.
Transporting prisoner.
Hey! Get this thing off of me!
Oh, quit your whining! Lab rats don't speak! And you three, what took you so long?
Apologies, sir. We'll be faster next time.
Right. Whatever.
I'd hate to be stuck in a room with the director. Almost feel bad for the poor bastard.
Well, I certainly don't envy him, that's for sure. Well, back to our posts. Come on, Nicola. Nothing to see here.
Now Nicola's interested. I think he wants to speak to Baphomet. Yeah, for a second I thought maybe Baphomet will see Nicola and take him or something.
He's not a people person, that's for sure. But it's impressive how he's taken his mother's research to new heights. If only I could be half the soldier Dad is.
Kind of feels like, I guess, jealous of Baphomet that Baphomet was able to, I guess, be more accomplished in their parents' footsteps. Where Nicola feels like he's lagging behind.
I really did admire Baphomet. After all, I was trying so hard
Wow.
to be helpful to my father, and failing miserably. As strange as it sounds to say now, I wanted to be like him.
Very strange. Just in general, for anyone to say.
Whew. Almost done with patrol. I think it's just the storage area left. You should probably stop my midnight training before I get caught dozing on the job one of these days.
Could you be any more predictable?
That's odd. Last I heard, hardly anyone comes here. I should take a look.
Well, fine by me. I was just getting ready for a little destruction anyways. I'll use that power of yours.
I know that voice.
But let's make one thing clear. This is my domain, and I don't need you.
Is she, or not she, is he talking to Nerva, you think?
The nerve.
The nerve.
Were you speaking with someone just now?
Yes, a delightful fellow named Mind Your Own Damn Business.
Well, wait. Could I ask you something? You've not only honored your mother's legacy by continuing her experiments, but taken her research to new heights. How did you do it?
What do I look like? A life counselor? Where'd you get that idea anyway? I've never done a thing for that woman.
I'm sorry?
I do things for me, myself, and I.
Not quite what I was expecting. I hope I didn't offend him. Guess I'll just have to figure it out on my own. Anyway, I better report back. What's all the commotion?
Target acquired.
What the heck?
Initiating termination protocol. Terminating target.
Wait. These are the drones I heard about.
Attention. Rogue drones have been reported.
Oh,
in
rogue,
Central
okay.
Tower. All Royal Guards, please move to dispatch them immediately. You may use any means necessary.
What if like this is where Baphomet will see his power, and then he'll take him in to do the experiments. Like he's probably gonna promise Nicola that he'll like I guess contain his power to make him like, or maybe not only just contain if he's still worried about being a monster, but I guess to also I guess be more of like a soldier like his dad.
Rogue drones? But how? I thought they were under Baphomet's control.
Well, fine by me. I was just getting ready for a little destruction anyways. I'll use that power of yours.
Is this a flashback in a flashback?
No, he wouldn't.
Terminating target.
No time to think. First things first.
Target acquired. Initiating termination protocol.
There's too many.
Terminating target.
Damn. I need to go all out. I don't know if I can stay in control, but what choice do I have? Here goes. Just one more. I did it! For once. I didn't break anything I didn't mean to.
Well, that's like the most happy I think I've heard about Nicola. Like normally he's more chill-toned.
All that training's paying off, I guess. At this rate, I can finally prove myself useful to Dad.
Did Baphomet saw that? Oh no.
I need to make sure he's okay.
Oh, he's probably gonna die here.
Takeover of Central Tower. 90% complete. Continuing termination protocol.
Sounds about right. So, this is the last holdout, is it?
If he's here, then the guard has fallen.
Baphomet! What madness has overtaken you? Order your machines to stand down!
Dang,
Your
there's even a
king
king?
demands you.
I didn't even know there was a king. I mean, I know there's like a royal guard. There's probably like some kind of like medieval hierarchy. But the king, man, it's kind of interesting to hear. It is interesting to hear just anything medieval about this place. About
I'm
Iolan.
the one giving orders here, and I command you to die.
Terminating target.
Not while I still stand.
Terminating target.
Your Majesty!
Terminating
Yeah, the king died.
Dad! Nicola! You're safe.
Okay. Okay, new guess. Nicola's gonna fail here? Or offer himself as a test subject?
Sorry I couldn't come sooner. I saw it all. He did. Run! I'll fend them off. Nicola!
Terminating target.
Dad? No. Why? Why would you?
Silly boy. What father wouldn't give his life to protect his son?
But I've never been a good son. I've only ever been trouble. Even now, if only I could control my powers better, I could have done more. I could have prevented this.
The only trouble you have caused me is that I will miss you very much when I go. But go I must. You, my boy, must live on. My dear Nicola.
Yeah, very different, like, I guess, experiences when it comes to Nicola and Baphomet, where, like, their parents end, they kind of, like, the way they say goodbye to each other, it's more different. Pretty much like opposites, where the mother did not care, but the father here cares about their biological children or child.
No, Dad. No.
Are you done yet?
Baphomet.
I don't like your tone of voice, young man. That's no attitude to take towards your new ruler. It seems I need to set decrees regarding speech as well. Lousy humans have to be told how to do every little thing. Well, so be it. All will crumble and a new order will emerge of my creation.
Initiating combat.
Congratulations! You are the very first perpetrator against the language violation codes. See to it that he gets a proper punishment.
Terminating target.
And that's how I died for the first time. Looking back, I remember it as a long sleep. How long? I can't be sure. When I came to, I was in a lab.
No brainwave irregularities. Core's fine. Mana is well above average values. Not bad. Numbers-wise, maybe even the best yet. I can't wait to see how much this sucker can take.
You... How? I... died.
Yes, yes, a miserable death crying for your daddy. But rejoice! For I have so kindly given you a second chance at life. And this time you'll actually be useful. As experiment fodder, that is. You see, now that all the rabble are gone, it's just me and my best subjects. If you don't last longer than those flimsy criminals, I'll be sorely disappointed.
Dad, where is he? What did you do to him?
Who? Oh, that old clown. He was of no use. Trash, just like all the rest.
Say that again.
Quiet, lab rat. Now then, let's begin. Why don't we start at, oh, I don't know, 30%?
It wasn't just me. He brought the entire Royal Guard back to life.
Wow.
But it was no life worth living.
Mana greatly exceeds subject core capacity. Overload damage is unavoidable.
Ah, useless core. Guess I'll have to tinker with it. No, it would be inefficient to bother with that at this stage. Just slap a limiter on it for now. Reduce max output to 100% and keep it at 1,000% when unlocked.
Yes, Doctor. I require activation codes for both limited and unlimited modes.
Oh, just use whatever!
Yes, Doctor. Searching for suitable modules. Complete. I will create the activation codes using the poetry module from a different experiment.
The what? Don't answer that. I don't care. I have master access anyway.
The core implanted in my body made it impossible to die a normal death. No matter what torture he put us through, how many times our cores shut down, he just needed to recharge them. True death could only come when he got bored with his new toys.
It is limit already. Useless! Throw it out with the trash. Maybe an amplifier. Oh, and a program that can release the limiter remotely. Yes, that's what I'll put in next.
With each death, we rose once more with new features or extensions on our bodies. Slowly but surely, we turned from humans to monsters.
Test subject 150. Please proceed to the operating room for modification.
No, I won't go.
Somehow, each experiment was more horrifying than the last. Most didn't survive. We were never meant to.
Good! That's what I like to see! If you can take this much, you may have a use yet. Have you no heart? No respect for human life? I give respect where respect is due. And that is to me, myself, and I.
The same people that he does the work for. This whole, like, all this work for.
And besides, you're not human. You're a lab rat that I made. And unlike a certain someone, I'm not stupid enough to grow attached to my creations. Creations are meant only to serve their creators. Shame. He showed promise. But I have no need for lab rats who bite back.
I don't know if it was because of my mana or what, but I was the last one alive. If you could call it that. My spirit had long been broken.
Out of energy already? This one gets less efficient by the day. Bring me someone else, will you?
Test subject 256 is the last remaining corpse mechanization test subject.
Ooh.
What? You're kidding! Ah, screw it! Experiment's over!
Dang.
It's hopeless anyway. Too much variance. Might as well go back to looking at that cerebral circuit bug. See if having a heart is any use after all. Toss this one into the scrap heap too.
Doctor, final adjustments for the interdimensional transporter device have been completed.
Is this how he gets to his Sunya? Interdimensional transporter device? I'm guessing so. Maybe that's where he throws away. Like if the junkyard is too full, that's where he throws away the accessing garbage, or I guess humans or experiments.
Did I ask? Oh, wait a second. The transporter needs a highly resistant subject for testing. Might as well toss this one in.
And earlier, I didn't say it, but they also like implemented limiters, right? Where like with the limiters, he'll be at 100% power, but then if you remove it, it'll be like 1000%. I'm guessing that's how Nicola, like whenever he like what eats like a when he eats like a ore, or like I guess when he removes it somehow, that's how he gets that power from.
The Keeper was going on about other dimensions. No
The Keeper.
clue what the hell she wants from me, but this might be the first step to finding out.
As I slipped in and out of consciousness, I could hear some device whirring to life. Though I didn't know what manner of experiment was about to begin. I didn't care to know, frankly. Whatever horrible fate awaited me, I had nothing more to lose.
Get all that? Why do I bother explaining? Not like you need to know anything. Once you get there, I'll gather all the data remotely. And if you don't get there, well, the interdimensional void's just as good a home for you as any. Destination, random. Civilization level, who cares? All right, and send! See you never.
My vision was filled with blinding light, and then black.
Here's Asunia.
When I came to, I was in Asunia. And then, the next thing I knew...
Oh, what seems to be the matter?
There's Marlon.
He showed up.
What are you supposed to be?
I enjoy getting in the way of people who want to die.
Huh?
Well, I managed to go on living. It's only fair that you do the same.
I was ready for it all to end. But my plans were foiled at the hands of a nosy priest. I had no way of returning to Iolon. I had no desire to either. The only thing I'd have found there was more torture. And so I did as Marlon said, and whiled away my days in Asunia.
Nicola, you'll be happy to know I found the perfect house for you. You can't go on living like a wild animal forever.
Yeah, speaking of happy, it's a lot more like lively now. It was so like sad and depressing during that experiment stuff with Belphomet.
No need to worry about rent. I'll take care of it, so long as you help me out at Escamali.
I'll pass. I'd only cause trouble if I lived in the city.
Well, I for one believe a little society with the townspeople would be good for you, and for them. They fear you only because they do not understand you.
Let them keep fearing. I'm a monster. It'll be to everyone's benefit if they stay away. Even in a world like this, my powers are unpredictable. They failed to save the person I owe my entire being to. And they'll fail everyone here.
You have experienced great loss.
My father. He was all I had. And just like that, I found myself talking about the horrors I'd experienced in Iolan. It was strangely easy. I no longer felt pain or regret about anything. Just resignation. Not to mention there was something about Marlon. I just knew instinctively that I could trust him. Well, there you have it. A monster's best left to live alone.
Perhaps, but you are no monster, my friend.
You don't need to be nice.
If stating mundane fact were being nice, the world would be filled with much more kindness than it is. You and I are able to converse, to understand each other, are we not? And you show concern for the townspeople, which means you must have a heart. And to have a heart is to be human, no matter if your body is made of meat or metal.
Nicola, am I human? Or am I a monster?
What? Of course you're human.
And you're my son, which makes you human too.
You're the second person to tell me that. I lost everything and everyone. Lost all purpose. Lost even myself. Death was supposed to reunite me with my father, but I was denied even that. But maybe it was for the best that I survived. Because I found my way here, where they accepted a monster like me. And if my father and the good people of Asunia can accept me, can care for me as family or friend, then I must be one of them. Finally, I've found my humanity, and I won't let anybody take it from me again. Least of all you, Baphomet.
There we go, man. But that'll be for the next video. I think it might be a bit too long if I keep going here. I'd be over an hour by now. But yeah, that was it for this video here. That was Memories in Steel, but also Trust and Faith as well. Next time we'll be doing the battle here with Creation and Creator and where the soul resides. Then yeah, you know, if that's too long, that might be it. But if there's more time, then I'll do a final toast where... Is this Velsar? I guess we're moving on to the next world. Interesting. But yeah, very interesting with Nicola's past. I think I was pretty much wrong on, like, you know, what I've been trying to predict. Like what might happen to Nicola. But like even like his anomaly, like his abnormal power in mana, I thought maybe Baphomet would be interested in that, but no, it's just he was kind of like, nah, I don't care, I'm just gonna experiment on him. Like he's just like any other test subject. Yeah, interesting. I thought maybe he would maybe notice that, because they made a big deal out of that at the beginning of Nicola's backstory, where, you know, because of his power, like it's like overwhelming. I thought maybe Baphomet would take interest in that, but like I said, he just did not. It's just another experiment. But yeah, very interesting. And then yeah, next time we'll see the battle with Baphomet and yeah, Baphomet and Nicola over here. So yeah, I'll make sure to you know, get a deck ready for that. I actually already made a deck, but I think I need to redo it just because in the deck I included Luna, but apparently she did not come along. I thought she would come along with us, but yeah, I need to restructure it to make sense of the story right now. And also with that new Nicola card, I didn't even remember they made a new Nicola card, like a retrain of it. So yeah, I need to maybe get used to that as well if I want to prepare for this upcoming battle. But yeah, we'll see the finishings of Isunia here next time, and then we'll head on over to Velsar, which I forgot if it's Maisha or Nexus is gonna be there. Yeah, we'll see what their story is like. I'm kind of curious. Anyway, guys, yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and end it here. That'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good